Time in my studio is not registered in minutes, or hours, or days, or months. Time moves in sync with the work in a very organic way. Sometimes it's very fluid and it extends from one day to the next, effortless. Time also stops. In those slow moments, when everything seems to be still, intuition and memory resurface. My process has a performative aspect that acts as a choreography in its repetition of steps and sequences of movements. This is also present in the creation of the full-scale templates that I need for the installation of the pieces, repeating the creative process every time the piece is installed. In the upper part of the horizon is not a straight line. We can see the modular repetition of a pattern, created by casting hydrocal and resin inside different molds. A more intuitive and direct process is using the lower area of the piece, where more than 100 different parts were made by hand in clay. There you can see the marks of my hands in the process of making them. This 250-inch long wall relief installation investigates the notion of the border, conceiving the border not as a straight line, but as a complex contact point between two elements that push and pull while continuing to support one another. The Horizon is Not a Straight Line was commissioned for the Museum Woodhouse Gallery. And as we move in that space, we perceive the piece and the wall as a unity, for the wall is not a support surface, but an intrinsic part of the piece. Two drawing series in the exhibition, the ocean drawings and the fragments of a mountain, were made with pencil on mylar and are installed flat on the wall without frames. As in the reliefs, the wall is not a support surface, but part of the drawings. Seen through the translucent mylar, the wall adds depth and complexity in the perception of the work. The drawings were made not from direct observation of nature, but through an internal process, by inscribing the surface with a repetitive stroke of blue pigment, layer on top of layer on top of layer. In the other wall relief in the exhibition, Tondo 11, made entirely of clay, we can see the intimacy of the handling of the material. The process is improvisational and intuitive. All the pieces are different and affixed directly to the wall. Composed originally on the floor, it has an aerial view perspective that creates a tension when seen on the vertical surface of the wall. Tondo 11 was started in 2017 and left to sit in a corner of my studio. I finished it in 2020 when combined by chance with other unsold pieces that were also on the floor next to it. Siren's Speech, an early piece from 1996, have many of the principles that will be present in my practice from that point on. We can see the tension between the whole and the parts, the idea of infinite growth, transformation, and decay. The piece sits on the floor and can be observed from above as a piece of desiccated land, making explicit the tension between the beautiful and the terrifying in nature.